and at that instant, we are all swallowed into pitch blackness. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of Ever 17, the Out of Infinity. Today, my friends, we're going to hopefully get some answers on what just happened between Sora versus Sora and Sarah trying to make it so that Sora could have independent thought from her programming. That was a wow, that was an intense ending to the last part. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Darkness and silence, colors and sound lost. Lemmy temporarily ceased functioning. And then, exactly 170 seconds later, Lemmy rebooted. The lights and other machinery restarted. Could have the happy joy go lucky music playing. The fan of the computer gave off a quiet whirring sound. The display on the wall came online all at once. There was a surge of letters rushing across the monitor, the system startup screen. It finally switched to automatic operating mode. And then Sora appeared again before us. She seemed to suddenly appear floating in the air, but she still had a solid presence. She closed her eyes, and it looked as if she was embracing herself as she descended. Sora? Sora slowly opened her eyes. Good morning, everyone. Saying that, she smiled broadly. Do you know who we are? Do you, remember us? I pointed at myself. Yes, Kid-san. Yay! We got our Sora back! And hopefully this is, you know, an independent Sora. And Tanaka-san and Matsunaga-san as well. And Kiranari-san and Komachi-san, although they are, of course, are not present. Oh, I'm so glad you remember. Yes. Hey, Sora, I'd like to investigate Lemmy Seed level data. Could you help me? Of course, I'll do my best. Yay! Independent Sora! Sora nodded slightly as she spoke. Hey, there's something I'd like to know. Sarah, what in the world did you do to rewrite this system? Well, actually, I didn't change anything. I just added a patch that changes the priority duties. Well, that is correct. My processing routine has not been altered. However, now my duty to serve you is higher priority than that of my duty to protect Lemmy. I don't really understand, but you mean that you no longer have to stop us? That is correct. And if it will be of use to you, then I will show you the internal workings of Lemmy. Well, now then, shall we jump right into the search? By all means. All the dots. Hey, you, what's wrong? You was hunched over and quiet. She didn't look well. Thank you, Sora and Mayo. You've done so much for me. And then Sarah said, well, that doesn't seem like you, not you. You can't choose what you have to do? to get what you want. So please, just keep being yourself. Yes, I agree. Always be true to yourself. Sarah waved her words away casually with the palm of her hand. I agreed with her completely. She's right. Don't lose sight of yourself. Absolutely. Don't lose sight of yourself, my friends. I agree. Okay. And thank you too, kid. Huh? Me? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? You're the one that persuaded Sarah to help, right? And my decision was based on your words of wisdom. We want the same thing. It was your advice that helped me to make up my mind. I see. So that's what happened. I felt a bit embarrassed. Alright, now enough warm fuzzies. Let's start investigating. Alright. And so we restarted the investigation into Yu's father. The only clue that we had to start off our investigation was the name of Yu's father, Tanaka Yoichi. Actually, the work going on beneath the surface of Lemmy's exterior was all done by Sora. It looked like the system still couldn't be accessed by normal means. Sarah was worn out, but she kept on typing. Nearly half an hour had passed since Sora had disappeared inside Lemmy. Sora suddenly appeared from inside the console. Are you finished? I can only tell you what I was able to learn, but... good work. So, what did you find out? All the dots. It didn't work? No, I have uncovered various facts. Well, in that case, hurry up and tell us. All the dots. Something doesn't look right here. I mean, you see how they're all turning sadly to you over here? Sora stared straight at you. Her serious expression made you wrinkle her brow. It didn't look like the kind of situation suitable for light talk or jokes. I wondered what Sora could have found. Tanaka-san, I want you to stay calm and listen. There is a possibility that your father, Tanaka Yoichi, has already died. Huh? My father? Dead? Yes, 34 years ago. Whoa! Whoa! Wait a second. Oh, hold the phone. How in the world did he die 34 years ago if you is like 18 years old? Something is wrong here. Something is really, really wrong here. 34 years ago? All the dots. Hold on. What do you mean, 34 years ago? I'm only 18 years old. Exactly! Thank you, game, for making the obvious where everyone would go, whoa, wait, that doesn't add up. I was born 18 years ago. How could anything as ridiculous as my father dying 34 years ago be true? Yeah, Sora, what you're saying just doesn't match the facts. Please, just stay calm and listen.
断定したわけではありません。
I have not reached a final conclusion.
可能性があると申し上げただけです。
I am merely saying that there is the possibility. All the dots.
私はまず田中さんのお父様に関するデータを検索しようと試みました。
First, I tried to search for information on Tanaka-san's father.
しかし田中陽一なる人物が存在した記録はこのレミュー内のデータベースには一切保存されておりませんでした。
However, there were no files pertaining to Tanaka Yoichi recorded in Lemieux's database.
つまり同姓同名の人物さえ存在しないということです。
In other words, there are no records that anyone by that name existed. So, are you saying that Yu's father wasn't here?
そんなはず。
It can't be.
でもそれは限られた範囲内のことでしょ。空でさえアクセスすることのできない領域があるって前に聞いたことがあるけど。
But that's only based on limited information from the areas of files you can access, right, Sora? You said there were areas you couldn't breach, right?
ええ、もちろんそうです。
Of course, that is correct.
私はレミの末端に位置するプログラムに過ぎません。
I am merely an interface program for Lemmy.
セキュリティレベルの高いデータには一切触れることができないのです。
I am not permitted to access high security data.
だったらそこに田中陽一という人の記録も。
So, records about Tanaka Yuichi might be there? Sora continued responding to Sarah's question.
その可能性はもちろん否定できません。
That is a possibility that I can't deny.
しかし社内名簿にも経理関係の書類にもローカルエリアネットワーク上において取り交わされたあらゆるメッセージのログにも。
However, there is no such name on company name list, accounting records, or any of the message logs exchanged on the local area network.
田中陽一なる記述は発見されなかったのです。
As far as these are concerned, no record of Tanaka Yoichi exists.
そんなはずないって。
That can't be.
私のお父さんは確かにここレミューで働いてたんだから。
I'm sure that my father worked here at Lemieux.
それによ。
And besides,
もしも仮にお父さんがここに行ったことがなかったとしても、だからってお父さんが死んだことにはならないでしょ。
even if he wasn't here, that doesn't mean that he's dead, right?
はい。
Correct. Whoa, what was that?
はいじゃないでしょうが。どっからそんな仮説が導き出されたのかちゃんと説明してよ。
Oh, that's her banging her fist against the counter. Okay, that just caught me off guard. No, it's not correct. Tell me how you reached that theory.
落ち着いてください先輩。
Nakyu, please calm down. Sarah grabbed Yu as she went to grab Sora. Yu was on the verge of losing reason and getting carried away by emotions. It's easy to understand.
では順を追ってご説明申し上げます。
I will explain my research and reasoning.
ですがその前に一つお尋ねしてもよろしいでしょうか。
But first, may I ask you a question?
失礼ですが田中さん、お父様がレミューで働いていたという話はどこからお聞きになったのでしょうか。
This may sound rude, but where did you hear that your father was an employee at Lemieux?
それはお父様は田中さんが1歳の時に失踪なされた。
That your father disappeared when you were 1 year old.
その話が事実だとすれば、田中さんにはお父様の記憶は残っていないはず。
If that is a fact, then you should have no memories of your father.
そうではないのですか。
Am I wrong?
そうよ。
No, you're right.
私にはお父さんの記憶がない。
I don't remember anything about my father.
一緒に遊んだ記憶も抱き上げてもらった記憶も。
I don't remember us playing together or him holding me.
でも1歳の時までお父さんは絶対に私のそばにいたの。
But I'm sure that he was around until I was 1.
その時の写真やムービーは残ってるし、絶対にいたの。
There are pictures and films of that time. I'm sure he was there.
お母さんだってそう言ってたんだもん。間違いないのよ。
I'm sure that my mom said so as well.
やはりそうでしたか。
So, that was the case. Huh?
そのお母様に関することなのですが。
It is about your mother. All the dots. All the double dots? Oh, the triple dots. The quadruple dots.
どうしたの？なんで黙るの？
What is it? Why won't you say anything?
それが
It's because...
何？
What?
とても申し上げがたいことで。
It is difficult to say.
申し上げがたいって、今まで散々申し上げがたいことをつらつらと言ってきたじゃない。
It might be difficult, but you've already told me many difficult things. Oh, the dots.
ねえ、教えて。お母さんがどうしたの？
So tell me, what happened with my mother?
よろしいのですね。
Are you sure? Yes.
ではお伝えいたします。
Then I will tell you.
田中さんのお母様、田中幸恵様も
Your mother, Tanaka Yuki,
今から15年前にやはりお亡くなりになられています。
passed away 15 years ago. Oh, poor you. No.
何言ってるのよ、ソラ。
What are you saying, Sora?
いい加減にしてよ。
How can you tell me that?
バカなことあるわけないじゃない。
That's just not possible.
私の方からはこれ以上申し上げることはできません。
That is all that I can tell you.
ディスプレイに詳細な資料を表示しておきました。
I will display the detailed documents on the screen.
そちらをご覧になってください。
Please refer to them. You stumbled toward the display, sitting down in front of it. Sarah and I read the display from over her shoulder. On the screen was a record from the company land. It was a notice of death. There was a file about the office procedures related to Tanaka Yuki's death. And there was a message log of messages exchanged among employees about the notice of her death. And a funeral notice. The screen kept changing from one image to the next. The next thing that was uploaded to the server read, February 7th, 2019. So this was on July 19th, 2002, 15 years ago. Wait a second. Okay. This is a cultural thing here. Wait, I've never seen a date written like that though. They have the year first, the month, and the date. No, wait. Yeah. They have the year, the month, and the day. I've never seen it written like that. Like, I've seen it before the day and the months are reversed, but I've never seen it where the year and the months are reversed, and the days. It's like the year is at the front instead of at the end. Anyway. So this was July 19th, 2002, 15 years ago. At the end of the files, what appeared was a record of an online conversation between employee man A in the personal section of the Central Affairs Division and woman B in the second section of the Research Division. A, but it really was a shock. What was? I mean about Yuki-san, Tanaka Yuki-san. Ah, yeah. Yuki-san was always so nice to me. That's right, she was your boss, right? Do you know the cause of death? TB. Oh, this again. TB? Teeth blow. That again. It's the same as how her husband died. Her husband? What? Oh, you mean you don't know? Is that so? Well, we really should talk about this at the company. Why? I'll tell you about it later. But Yuichi-san died 19 years ago, right? That's why we can't talk about it. I'm serious. And she had a child, the poor thing. She had a daughter, right? I feel so sorry for her. I checked to see when the log had been saved. The date read February 7th or July 19th, 2002. That can't be! I won't believe it! I won't! I absolutely can't believe it! As she shouted that, you fled from the security office. Not cute. Sarah followed after her. Sora and I remained behind.
お分かりになりましたでしょうか。
Did you understand?
すでにお伝えしたように、田中陽一という方のお名前は私の知り得る範囲内でのデータベースには全く存在しませんでした。
As I said before, when I searched the database for the name Tanaka Yoichi, the data which I can access had no records.
しかし、今から15年前に交わされたと思われるこの A 氏 B 氏のチャットのログには、
However, the chat log that appears to be 15 years old,
田中幸恵様の旦那様とおぼしき陽一さんなる人物の名が確かに記載されております。
it seems to indicate that Tanaka Yuki-sama had a husband named Yoichi-san.
文脈から判断するに、陽一さんは当時から遡ること19年前、すなわち今から34年前に亡くなられたものと推測されます。
Judging from the context of the document, I conjecture that if Yoichi-san had died 19 years before, that would mean 34 years before now. So that means that either you has cure, which is stopping her from aging, or Yoichi-san had you with someone other than someone that she knows to be her father, or there's some weird other shenanigans going on in the background that we don't know yet. I mean, we can't discount option 3. But the name Tanaka Yuichi doesn't appear in any of the other data. Why is it only here?
これも推測の範囲内を出ませんが、
I can only speculate from my limited knowledge.
おそらく何らかの理由により田中陽一さんに関するすべての記録は抹消されたものと思われます。
All records related to Tanaka Yoichi-san were erased for a reason.
このログの14行目と15行目を今一度ご確認ください。
Please read the 14th and 15th line of this log one more time. What? Oh, you mean you don't know? Is that so? The flow of the conversation seems unnatural.
はい。
Yes.
本来ならば14行目と15行目の間には何らかの会話文が挿入されていたはずなのです。
Originally, there seems to have been some text between these lines. I kind of thought that was weird too, the way the conversation was going on, but... So you mean that someone erased part of it?
A 氏の発言からもそのことが伺えます。
From A's comments, it would appear so. But Yuichi-san's name was left in B's comments. Oh, I see. It was because it was in English. It was because it had an umlaut. Okay, I will say this. If I was playing this game as it was, I would have no idea that it was in English versus in Japanese because everything showed up in English anyway. Although, while I'm almost certain I've heard the word umlaut before in this playthrough, or in this game, I don't know if I've heard it in this route. So where did the word umlaut come from? What probably happened is that when the computer was searching, it automatically looked for Yoichi in Japanese and in English, erasing everything it found.
ところがこの B さんの発言だけはなぜか見逃されることになった。
However, B's comments were overlooked for some reason. And her comments had his name spelled as Yoichi with the 2 dots. I thought that was weird too.
はい。
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, that was kind of weird, but you know, when you have a translated game, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes how that works. All right, umlaut. Oh, okay, this makes a lot more sense now that I know what the word umlaut means. Umlaut is a mark, which are the 2 dots used over a vowel, as in German or Hungarian, to indicate a different vowel quality, usually fronting or rounding. So when we were looking at the when we looked at the name Yoichi, the reason that the name wasn't canceled is because Yoichi was spelled with an umlaut or the two dots. Can we scroll back up to the AB here? So Yuki-san. Well, what's interesting about that though is it clearly says, I mean about Yuki-san, Tanaka Yuki-san. Yuki-san was always so nice to me, but Yuki with the umlaut is there, but the Yuki-san without the umlaut is there too. So why are they both there? Shouldn't that I mean about Yuki-san, Tanaka Yuki-san be deleted? I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that. But anyway, correct.
私もそう考えたので、B さんのその他の発言についても調べてみました。
So I tried to look for other similar comments by B.
彼女はチャットやメールなど親しい間でやり取りするような砕けた形式の文章では、
It appears that she had a habit of using abbreviated words.
アルファベットの A、U、O をウムラウトにして記述する癖があったようです。
And spelling words in her own way in her communications with friends. Almost sounds like she was spelling out vowels. It seems to be a style particular to her.
だよねをだよねと書いたり、なのさをなのさと書いたりする方をしばしばお見受けしますが、これもその類と考えて差し支えないでしょう。
There are numerous examples of her writing things such as see you later or before for before. Sounds like she's a time traveler from the future, because that's what a lot of people do today. I'm not a fan of shorthand notation. I always type everything out. I guess I'm just an old fogey like that. I like my words to have meaning. So when I write a word, I want to make sure that the word is properly said. When I thank someone in the comments, I don't write TX. I'll write thank you, or I appreciate you. I'll actually write that all out because I think it means something when you do. As she spoke, Sora pulled up samples of correspondences.
それはそうと、田中さん、大丈夫でしょうか?
But do you think that Tanaka-san is alright? Well, Sarah went after her, but I'm still kind of worried about her.
やはり、お教えしない方が良かったのでしょうか?
I wonder if I shouldn't have told her after all. No, you did the right thing. No matter what the facts are, that's what you wanted to know, and you told her. You knows that. She's tough. She can take it.
よくご存知なのですね。
You know her well. No, not really. My face started to flush. I started to fidget uncomfortably.
様子を見てこられた方がいいのではないですか?
Don't you think you should go see how she is doing? Yeah, I will.
では私はまだ仕事が途中でしたので、これで失礼します。
And I will get back to the work that I was in the middle of. Oh, Sora, wait, there's one more thing.
はい? 何か?
Yes, what is it? I just wanted to say, thanks for everything. Aw, I love that. Oh, God. Sora's just... Oh. That smile. Sora's cheeks seemed to redden just a bit, and she smiled shyly.
私としては当然のことをしたまでです。それに
I only did what is expected of me, and...
皆さんが喜んでくれるのなら、それは私自身にとっても至上の喜びとなるのですよ。
If that makes everyone happy, then I know no greater joy. With the ultimate smile pasted on her face, Sora disappeared into display. It's too bad that it just flashed for a moment. I felt the empty security office. I left the empty security office and went in search of you and the others. So what does the word Malakh mean? Because that never came up. So M-A-L-A-K-H, was it? Malakh. What is Malakh? In Judaism, Malakh is a Hebrew word for messenger. Huh. Although, in Hebrew, Malakh is spelled M-A... No, it can be spelled M-A-L-A-K-H or M-L-A-C-H. So basically, that episode was about Sora being the messenger of Yu's parents. Because if so, that is That is pretty clever. Yeah, this other site says, are the most common types of angels with the hierarchy of heaven who serve as messengers of God. The word Malakh, M-A-L'-A-K-H, roughly translates to messenger. It appeared in the Old Testament a number of times, and as stated before, they carry God's messages to earth and sometimes act on his behalf. Huh. The two most notable moments showcase their powers when one Malakh struck 70,000 Israelites to death and another that single-handedly killed 185,000 Assyrian soldiers in a night? What? Not described as having wings. Well, this is fascinating. I'm gonna have to read more about this later. I don't remember ever reading about an angel killing 185,000 Assyrians. Anyway, Pandora's Box. Always a fun title. I try to organize my thoughts as I look for you. I realized that there were 6 things I knew for sure. 1, I don't know anything. 2, scene number 1. 3, scene number 2. 4, scene number 3. 5, scene number 4. 6, why is there 6? Just know the 1. Anyway, Yu's father, Tanaka Yoichi, had apparently died 34 years previously, if that's her actual father. 2, and Yu's mother, Tanaka Yuki, had died 15 years previously. We probably know that. 3, Yu had heard from her mother that Yoichi had disappeared 17 years ago. Probably can say that's true. 4, Yu's mother was still researching archaeology at Lemieux. Well, she's still researching it. She's been dead, so I don't know if you can say still researching. 5, from the written records of A and B, I knew that Yoichi and Yuki had a daughter. 6, finally, both the parents' deaths had something to do with the teeth blow virus. I wonder what we could possibly find out about these facts. As I was walking the corridor, Sarah suddenly appeared from around a corner. Hey, kid. Where's you? Sarah shook her head. She told me she wanted to be alone. I see. I wonder what I should do. Kid, maybe you could go keep her company? Of course I will. But I wonder what I should do. Go and cheer her up. Huh? I thought you said that she wanted to be alone. Well, that's exactly when a guy needs to go to a girl and give her a shoulder to cry on. But you went and it didn't help, right? That's different. I'm a girl. You're a boy. You got it? It shouldn't matter. Listen, no matter how much a girl pretends to be strong, she's always waiting. Always waiting. Okay? For what? Yeah. It's obvious, isn't it? Huh? The hero who comes to save her. Say what? I was astounded. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Waiting for a prince on a white horse. That's just the way that the girls are. Known by the conversation, I try to argue. I'm no hero, and I'm sure not a prince. Maybe you just don't like you. Or maybe I just don't know what girls think, because that's probably true too. I mean, I'm a guy, I can't... I have no idea what goes through a woman's mind, and I'm pretty sure every guy can say that. We have no clue. So whether or not this is true or not, you'll have to let me know. Because I don't have a clue. Maybe that's why I'm still single. I don't know. Anyway, that's a stupid thing to say. Then go to her. Sarah pointed down the corridor. Oh, all right. Worn down by the power of Sarah's persuasion, I gave in. But just let me ask you one more thing. Why me? If just a guy was needed, Takeshi would do. Because it's settled. Huh?
そう決めたの。少年をエコひいきするって。
I decided because I like you better. Huh?
言っとくけど、私のひいきは半端じゃないからね。
And I don't have many favorites, so count yourself lucky. Sarah let out a defiant laugh.
振り落とされないようについてきてよ。
Listen up so you don't get lost. Sarah told me where you was. I went to find her. I spotted you's back from behind the merry-go-round. She was looking down. She was sitting with her hand clutching the ride. You. Calling out to her, I went closer. You turned her face toward me, gave me an agonized look, and spoke.
お願いだから、今、話しかけないで。
Please, don't talk to me right now.
私のそばに来ないで。
Stay away from me.
きっと今の私、どうかしてるから、ひどいこと言っちゃうから。
Something isn't right with me right now. I might say something awful. I can't leave you alone. It was the honest truth. All the dots. I sat down near you. I spoke exactly what came into mind. I remember what you said when we first met. You said, I am you. I am you. You are me. We are the same. You're not alone. I was no prince on a white horse, and there wasn't much I could do by myself. So don't struggle with this alone. Let's think through it together. Oh man! This is hitting me personally very, very hard in the feels because having struggled with depression all my life, all of these words, they mean so much to me personally, to know that you're not alone and people do matter. And that's why I always try to tell you guys, you matter. You are awesome. I love you guys so very much. And if anything else in the world is false except for one thing, please know that one thing is true. And that is that you matter. And you are loved. And there is someone out there who you mean a lot to. Because it's true. So never forget that. God! I don't know if I can get through this episode. It's gonna be tough. But I thought that we could get through it together. Kid! I nodded firmly. So what do we know so far?
お父さんが死んでるかもしれないって情報よ。
That my dad might be dead.
でも、そんなはずないよ。だって、お母さんから聞いていた年よりも17年も前なんだよ。
But that can't be true because it happened 17 years before when my mom told me.
私が生まれる16年も前なんだよ。
And it was 16 years before I was born. Well, that's not all, is it?
そうよ。急にこと書いて、そのお母さんまですでに死んでるかもしれないってさ。
No, there's more. My mom might already be dead too.
情けないでよ。なんでそんなことになるのよ。矛盾だらけじゃないの。
It can't be. How could it? It doesn't make any sense.
15年前よ。15年前。私が3歳の時よ。物心つく前よ。
15 years ago, when I was 3, before I was even aware of anything.
私がここにやってくる直前まで、お母さんは私の目の前でピンピン飛び跳ねてたんだからね。
I saw my mom running around just fine right before I came here. That's what you said.
そうらしいじゃなくて、そうなの。
It's not what I said. It's a fact. All the dots.
一体どういうことよ。
What in the world?
何が間違ってて、何が正しいの。
I don't know what's right or wrong anymore.
私を育ててくれたあの人は誰だったの。
So, who raised me all this time? Yeah, that's...
私のお父さんは誰なの。どこ行っちゃったの。
Who was my real father? Where did he go? Yeah, that was one of the things I was saying is the person she knows as dad isn't really her dad.
わけがわからない。
I just don't know anymore. Like a dam bursting, You spewed out all of the bad feelings that have been building inside of her. Wait, just calm down.
十分落ち着いてるわよ。
I'm coming up! You're losing your composure and ability to judge.
私はいつだって冷静よ。
I'm always composed.
いい？答えはもう出てるの。
Are you ready? The answer is clear.
お父さんは17年前に失踪したまま行方がわからない。そして今もどこかで生きてる。
The whereabouts of my father have been unknown since he disappeared 17 years ago, but today he's alive somewhere.
お母さんも生きてる。今も家で私の帰りを待ってる。
My mom's alive too. She's at home, waiting for me.
これがたった一つの真実よ。永久不変の定理よ。よって証明不要。
This is the truth, and it's unchangeable, so I don't have to prove it. Look, you're jumping to, conclusions.
黙らっさい。あんたもあのポンコツレミと一緒でバグってんのよ。
Shut up! You're as messed up as Lemmy is. Idiot, you're the one who's messed up.
なんですって？
What did you just say? You're pretty smart, right?
どっちなのよ。
Well, which one is it? And I thought you were strong. You were the one who said that your knowledge wasn't for defense, but for offense. It was the first time that I've ever met a girl who said anything like that. I never thought you'd be weak like this. Oof. Oof. All the oof dots. So why are you acting like this now? Come on. Let's just be logical and think this through one point at a time. The way you always do. The reason you're confused is because the information is conflicting, right? Because you think that part of it can't be right. So let's start by sorting fact from fiction, beginning with what you know. You know a lot about a lot of things. You have the materials in your head to sort this thing out. You, out of anyone, should be able to tell what is a lie. Oh, the dots. Right? Oh, the thinking dots. You turned her eyes away from me and bit down hard on her lip. She finally looked down and closed her eyes as if she was thinking. I could tell she was trying hard to accept the possibility that the facts might be true.
そうだね。私、どうかしてた。
You're right. I don't know what was wrong with me. Finally, you lifted her face.
本当にどうかしてたよ。
I don't know what was the matter with me.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. You gave a little nod. All right. At last, it was time to start deducing things. We decided to start breaking things down with the points that were clear. Like, what was TBLO or TB? You explained that was a malignant virus that had an extremely high death rate and that had ravaged the world in the past. She said that it was first discovered more than 30 years previously. So time-wise, it was nothing strange if her father had died of TB 34 years before then and her mother 15 years before. Furthermore, the world was entirely free of TB. A decade earlier, the World Health Organization had officially declared that the disease was eradicated. What you didn't know was when her parents were supposed to have died. You didn't know what she was to make of that information since it was 16 years before she was born. And the mother that had raised her. She said she had just seen her face just the other day, but she was supposed to have died 15 years ago. We figured that there were 4 possibilities. 1. Yoichi had not actually died but only disappeared 17 years ago. And Yuki was still alive. 2. Yoichi had not actually died but only disappeared 17 years ago. However, Yuki had passed away 15 years ago. 3. Yoichi had died 34 years ago but Yuki was still alive and well. 4. Yoichi had died 34 years ago and Yuki 15 years ago. We didn't know which was the truth and which was fiction. It was incredibly confusing. We decided to consider the possibilities one by one. Those theories were based on information from 4 sources. A file compiled by Sora concerning the death of Tanaka Yuki. B. The chat log from A and B, the only source of information about Yuichi's death. C. What Yu's mom had told her, the only source of information about Yuichi's disappearance. D. The existence of Yu's mom. We moved to the security office and checked the file concerning the death of Tanaka Yuki again. With as much evidence as there was in the file, it looked like Yuki's death was indeed a fact. We set aside the question of whether she was actually Yu's real mother for the time being. So we were able to narrow it down to possibilities 2 and 4. 2. Yoichi had not actually died but only disappeared 17 years ago. However, Yuki had passed away 15 years ago. 4. Yoichi had died 34 years ago and Yuki 15 years ago. We deduced that if Yuki was dead, then that meant that Yu's mother had been lying to her all those years. We didn't bother ourselves about the possibility of 2 women having the same name. If we could determine that Yuki was lying, then the reliability of her information about Yoichi's disappearance would drop dramatically. That would strongly boost the possibility that the 4th theory was right. 4. Yoichi had died 34 years ago and Yuki 15 years ago.
ってことはやっぱり2人とも
That would mean that both of them are... No, I said wait, quit jumping into conclusions.
だって
But... You're so impatient. We're still trying to sort this out, right? Just then, the lights started flickering on and off. See? The lights agree with me.
本当だ
Whoa, haha, I don't like the fact that the lights are flickering. The lights went out.
そうだとも言ってるよ
Maybe they're agreeing with me. I don't think the lights have anything to do with agreeing or disagreeing. Something bad is going on. All the dots. Finally, they flash back on. It seems like the lights are in bad shape.
そうだね
It sure does. I wonder if it's another blackout.
また直すの
Are we going to have to make repairs again? Well, I don't want to either.
今度は倉成一人に直させよっか
This time, should we have Kiranari fix it himself? That'd be pretty low. The light conversation seemed to lift Yu's spirits. Okay then. Huh? I heard a voice in the distance.
おーい、ゆうやーい、どこにいるんだよ
Hey! You! Where are you?
あれ倉成の声
What's that? Is that Kiranari? It sounded like he's looking for you.
やっほー倉成ここだよ
Hey, Kiranari, I'm over here. After a bit, Takeshi appeared.
おー、いたいた、探したぞい。
Oh, there you are. I looked all over for you.
なんだ、少年も一緒かね。最近のお前ら、よく一緒にいるな。
Oh, and there's the kid too. You two sure seem to be together a lot recently. I don't know about that.
気になる
What? Are you jealous?
いや、全然。
Nope. Not a bit.
気になりなさいよ
Well, what? Well, you should be.
じゃあ、気になる。
Right then. I'm jealous.
聞いて驚けよ実は
This will blow your mind, but actually,
私と少年できちゃってるのでした
me and the kid are dating. Wait, what? We are?
どえ
Whoa! What?
ー、ほんとか
Really? No. I shook my head vigorously.
たまげた
No way! That absolutely blows my mind!
と、お愛想で驚いてやってた。
Okay. I'll stop pretending to be surprised now.
ちょっと勝手に落ち着けないでよそれは私の役目でしょ
Hey, don't interrupt me. I'm supposed to get the punchline.
どうせ。というのは冗談でってオチだろ
I know what's coming next. I'm kidding. Haha, it's a joke, right?
うん
Yep. Aw, you spoiled our moment.
つまんねえから話進めるぞ。
Right, enough of that. Well, let's get back on topic.
はい
Alright. And, what was it you came for?
ああ、これから発電機の修理に行くんだけどさ、手伝ってくれないか
I'm gonna go make some repairs on the generator. Do you want to help? Repair the generator?
まさかまた停電しそうなの
I don't believe this. Are you saying there's been a blackout again? I didn't believe it.
いや、そこまで深刻な状態じゃないんだが、 調子が悪いのは確からしいんだ。
And it's not that serious, but the generator isn't in the best of shape. Yeah, the lights did just go out a little bit ago.
だろ?
You see?
まあ大したことはないんだけど、一応メンテナンスしとかなくちゃいけないから。
No big deal. Just some maintenance that's gotta be done.
って空に命令されたから。
You know, Sora's orders. I see.
ユウ、手伝ってくれよ。
So, you, will you help?
うん
Sure,
いいけど
I suppose. All the dots. It seemed that Yu still wasn't back to normal. I could tell that she was pretending she was fine. I thought that she might get hurt if I let her go to make repairs in that state of mind. Hey, Takeshi, I'll go with you to do the repairs.
あ? 少年が?
What? You will, kid? All the dots. It looks like Yu is a bit worn out.
だけどよ、お前機械のことをよく知らんだろ?
But you don't know a thing about machines, right? Well, I might know a lot about machines, I just can't remember it offhand. It'll be fine. I'll try hard. So let me help. My desperate attempt at persuasion succeeded, and I had to help. We started the work after lunch, but... Ouch, Takeshi, that hurts.
これぐらい我慢しろよ、男の子だろ?
You can take that. You're a man after all. Takeshi grinned sadistically as he patted my right arm, which was supported by a cast. The cast was made of a specially formulated plastic. It was lighter than I had expected and not too cumbersome. Takeshi had put the cast on me with instructions from Sora. Sora said she had something else to do and left the work to Takeshi.
いやー、しかしすごかったな、あのダイビングは。迫力十分って感じで。
Wow, that dive he took was really something else. It was pretty impressive stuff. Wait, we got hurt? And it didn't say it? Be quiet, I told you my leg slipped. You're the one that forced the tools on me.
人聞きの悪いこと言うなよ。俺は工具を持ってこいなんて一言も言ってないぜ。
Don't try to pin this on me. I never said to bring the tools along. You're the one that sprang off without anything.
どうせまた修理することになれば必要なんだ。置いてくつもりだったんだけどな。
If we had to make repairs again, then we'll need the tools, so let them there. Takeshi was making excuses. Okay, fine. It was all my stupid fault. I looked at the cast wrapped around my right arm. While we were repairing the generator, I had lost my balance holding the heavy toolbox and fallen off the machine.
まあそう落ち込むなよ。空によれば綺麗に折れてるから治りも早いそうじゃないか。
It's almost like there was a scene there that got cut in final production. Because they were like, well, this doesn't have anything to do with you. And it's more of a Takeshi kid thing. So we'll just, you know, recap it later. Which, I mean, the game is already long, so I can understand why you would do it. It's just, I'd rather have had that scene and maybe a choice to go with the scene, you know, or just all text with the scene. You know, it would have been nice. But anyway, well, don't get down about it. Sora said it's a clean break, so you'll be back in business in no time flat. It's easy for you to say.
さてと。
Alright, now it's time. Takeshi picked up an object that could easily be mistaken for a gun at a glance. It was a syringe used to inject a cartridge filled with a cocktail of antibiotics, fever medicine, painkillers, and vitamins.
ほれ、腕出せ。
Give me your arm. Takeshi put the needle against my left arm. Oh god! Ah! I'm not good with needles. Everything goes to black because we screamed. It turned to night. Dinner time rolled around. Just like always, we filled our empty bellies with tuna sandwiches made by Takeshi. We wanted a change of pace to do something fun, so we spread out a blanket in the park's rest area. We thought it would kind of put us in a picnic mood. The blanket was from a shop that stocked them on the same floor. So it had the Mew Mew label printed on it. Sora couldn't eat, but she sat with us smiling just the same. It seemed that was fun for her. Sarah had just gone to get more drinks from the kiosk. Yu wasn't around. She didn't feel well and was resting in the infirmary. So Sarah was going to take her a sandwich later. Drawn by the scent, Tsugumi appeared. As if she hadn't noticed or didn't care, Sugumi parked herself on Miu Miu's face and started munching on a sandwich. Of course, Takeshi started complaining, but Sugumi just ignored him. She simply sat there, eating and drinking by herself. I stared at her absentmindedly. All the dots. I wondered if I was still stuck on those words.
7日に
On the 7th,
あなたは死ぬの
you will die. Ever since then, Sugumi had mostly left me alone. I wondered what she was thinking about just then. And I was mulling that over when... Okay, what was that? All of a sudden, Sarah screamed from the direction of the kiosk. That would totally be me though. I would be screaming. If it was a bug or a cockroach or anything, I would be like, ah! I mean, just go watch our Silent Hill 2 playthrough. And in the cockroach room, I freaked. Oh god, just thinking of that room gives me PTSD. Oh, I hope there's nothing like that in the quarry. Like, give me a villain who will like cut us in half, but don't give me a bug, okay? Just please, no bugs. A rat! There's a rat! Hearing that, Takeshi forgot about Sugumi for an instant and ran to the kiosk. Sora and I followed him. Well, it's something other than tuna sandwiches. It's a rat burger. God, that was such a great movie, Demolition Man. If you've seen Demolition Man, you know what I'm talking about. Some of the box food in the kiosk had been damaged. Whoa, what a mess.
こっちの方は全滅みたいだよ
Looks like these are totally damaged. I wonder if the hot dogs were the work of the rat too.
えでもあれは冷蔵庫の中だったんだよ
Huh? But those were in the fridge. She was right. The stuff in the fridge was fine. It looked like we were in no immediate danger of starving.
それにしてもレミューにネズミがいたとは驚きです
Still, I'm surprised that there are rats in the Mew. Oh, the dits. Takeshi, our de facto cook, was livid. He was so mad that he couldn't speak. His face went bright red and his whole body shook with anger. And Sugumi's laughing. Sugumi was enjoying it though. What's so funny?
それはもちろん
Of course, it's
あいつの顔
his face. She pointed at Takeshi as she said that. Takeshi snapped.
こんにゃろもう頭きた
That lousy rodent, he ticked me off.
そのネズコートやらとっ捕まえて深海魚の餌にしてやる
If I catch that rat, I'm gonna feed him to the fish outside. Yeah. All right, let's end this episode on a positive note for a change, unlike last part, which was sort of a cliffhanger of sorts. I really didn't want to end it on a cliffhanger. Like, I don't like doing that. But we were already going so long. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. And as I've said multiple times, you do matter. You are important. And you are loved. And always be true to yourself. Be awesome. Be a bright light in this world. That's all anyone can ask of anyone. I love you guys. Until next time, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.